breaking my error. Okay. Don't need laundry in the back of my live. Okay. Of course, it would have been sensible to have moved all that before I started. But good evening, wherever you are. How are you? Diving in with a bit of a live. Haven't done a Saturday Night Live for the longest time. And it's around now I start getting messages from people going, have I missed you? Have you done it? So say hi if you're here. I'm seeing Hannah, I'm seeing Bea, I'm seeing Freya. Do say hello, and please, if you could like and share so that a few more bodies can see that we're here, that we're working. What are you doing? Moving my error, trying to remove the laundry that was sitting in the background, because I sit down, I press live and then realise, oh, laundry in the background. No one needs the laundry. So I've now broken my nice error, which is crashing in the corner, but you know, trying to keep it a bit tidy. Let me just see if there's any more people I need to invite. Let's get a few people here. How are we doing? How are you? Are you having a nice bank holiday weekend? What are you up to? Tell me all your things. I'm going to be putting cards, and I'm going to be talking about the new moon this evening because it is new moon today. And that's quite a big deal. It's quite a big deal in the scheme of things. So new beginnings, a new emotional cycle for us as well. So not just in a practical sense, but feeling differently about things, able to let go of the way we used to feel and stepping into a new way of feeling, thinking, and taking action as we move forward. Oh, don't tell me it's going to cancel. It's throwing funny messages at me, so it may possibly throw me off. Forgive me. If I get thrown off, I'll come straight back again. Do say hi if you're here. Please like and share. And if you would like a card, please ask me for a card. Hey, Kaz. Judah, Lizzie, Lorraine, lovely to see you. Oh, how strange. But thank you for commenting and joining in. You know how it works. Let me just see if I've got everyone invited. Get Charlotte, let's get Sam, let's get some more people. Just want to make sure I'm inviting as many people as possible. There's Daisy. Naya, Dave and Jane, that's fantastic. If there's anyone you think should be watching this broadcast, please feel free to invite them or share. Freya, you're in there, like, really good. So Freya's on the list, she's first. If you want a card, please ask. Charlie, oh, hello, gorgeous girl. You can give me all that love, my darling. That's, I'm not going to say no to that. Hey, Daisy. Hey, Helen. How are we? New moon salutations to you all. Happy bank holiday. Hey, Briz. How wonderful to see you. Card for Daisy. Remember, I will pull cards for you if you ask. If you haven't had one before, please be brave. Have a go. I had a lovely afternoon. Well, sort of morning and afternoon today. Charlie wants a card. Fantastic. Oh, already I would love a card. Okay, Hannah. Marvelous times. I had lunch with a friend and his mom and her husband today. We had a lovely, okay, Kez got it. Lovely time, and gifted her a set of my cards, which I'm hoping she's going to enjoy and take with her back down to Bournemouth. So that was nice, meeting more people's families. Happy New Moon. It feels a bit celebratory today, doesn't it? I wish I could do filters on these lives. That would be so much fun. Unfortunately, I don't think we can. If anyone knows how we do these things, I'm looking up there in my little, no, I can do a post edit, I can create a poll, but I can't do filters, which is a shame. I'd quite like to have all the fancy filters. So I'm going to pose the question, what do you want to begin? What's missing? What do you want to bring in? What seed would you like to plant today? Is there something lacking that you're hoping to bring forward? Or would you like to feel differently about a situation? Are you kind of stuck? Hey, Rachel. Hi, gorgeous. Are you kind of stuck and you know you're caught up in a hamster wheel? You're feeling the same way and thinking the same way and speaking the same way about a situation, and it's just holding you back. Do you want to shift right now? Let's use this new moon energy and this gathering space, this circle, to see if we can shift some old messaging, some old paradigms, some old habits. Let's see what we can do, because guys, you know, when we work together, we work amazing magic. And I will weave that magic into your card reading. So if you want a card, please ask. If there is something you know you want to shift, please let me know in the comments. I would like you all to bring as much energy as you can for as long as you can into the space. Maybe send some good wishes, some good intentions to anyone who brings an intention into the comments. So wishing them well, giving them support, excellent. So we can really work together and get this group moving. Okay. New moon today, a new beginning for how we feel, mostly about how we feel about ourselves. Are you 100% in love with who you are? Are you absolutely, without a shadow of a doubt, happy with you, with how you turn up in the world, with how you relate to other people, and with how you take care of yourself? Are you 100% happy with your self-care, with your self-talk? Have a little ponder with that. And if there's any part of you which is not, hey Claire, 100% happy with the way you take care of you, what is it that you would like to be different? What would you like to be better? That's better. What aspect of how you take care of you would you like to be different or better? Rachel said, oh, that's spooky. That's exactly what I just asked for, 100%. Okay, so you're looking for feeling 100%. Is that right? Oh, that seems to have gone blurry. Is that me? Is that just me? It looks blurry from my space. If I should give my camera a little wipe. Is that looking blurry to you guys? Hey, Claire, lovely to see you. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what's happening here. Camera's having a little focusing issue. I'm going to pop that like that. A little bit more of my nice necklace in. Okay. So, yeah, you asked to feel 100% about yourself. Excellent. There you go. It must have been you that sent it to me. If you haven't asked for a card already, please do. If you're just joining us, please like and share the broadcast so others can join us. Not blurry. Thank you very much. That's brilliant. Rachel, you get top marks for joining in. Thank you very much. Do you want a card, my darling? You haven't asked for one yet. I will draw one for you. Claire Shales, are you looking for a card? Almost like don't even need to ask really, but it's just the rules, people. I can't be giving you cards if you don't physically ask. So I'm going to pull one for Freya and I'm going to start moving through the readings, okay? Claire said, what would I like to be better? I reckon it's to be courageous enough to move forward. Oh, look, they're all coming through here now. There's a massive delay, guys, a massive delay on the comments. Okay, so you're now just telling me it looks fine and not blurry. Okay, I must be really patient because it's taking a long time for the comments to come through to me. Okay, Claire said, what would I like to be better? I reckon it's to be courageous enough to move forward at being an artist. You've made me think. Okay. And now I'll pose the question, Claire. If I were courageous enough, what would I do tomorrow? Or even what would I do today? Now, I know we're near the end of the day, so it's easy to go, oh, it's late at the end of the day. But if you were courageous enough, what would you do today, tomorrow? What would you do? A physical action. Hey, Becky. Cares, self-care and self-talk have been rubbish at the moment. I've definitely been at the bottom of the pile, and you flashed through my mind as I was discussing that, as I was saying, how do you feel? Are you 100% happy with your self-talk? Your face just flashed straight through me, Kez. So that was what I was picking up from you, and thank you for giving me the inspiration to bring that to the group. Do you know, this is another thing, guys, even when we are feeling like a complete bag of spanners, when you come to a group like this and you come to my space, you bring your big pile of spanners with you. It is a valuable gift. Kez, I know you're struggling. So you've come to my space, and you come into my space with your struggles. They're in there. I feel them, I pick them up. I'm inspired to ask about those so that other people can hear that question and they get the opportunity to look at themselves. So don't ever shy away, please, from turning up with your grief, turning up with your pain, turning up into a space with your negative self-talk and your self-loathing and your frustration. Please do not shy away from being in the world. This is to all of you, with your pain. And if you can work with an empath, which is how I work, they will hear that cry, they will feel that vibration, and you will share your pain authentically so that they can help you transmute it. I hope this is making sense. You come to the circle with your pain, you don't need to discuss it, it's there with you. The energy will be transmuted, the topic will come up, and you will soon realize other people around you are dealing with the same pain you are, different way, different shape, maybe on a different timeline. And you will realize you are not alone. Although that voice tells you daily you are the only one that feels like this, and don't bother telling anyone because no one else will understand you. You are not alone. And in coming to the group, to the space, which I see this as, we're literally sat in a room around in a circle together. You are all supporting each other. And thank you for supporting Kez. We are all able to support in love each other, celebrate each other's happiness, encourage each other's fear and bravery and courage, and support and love each other's frailties, our stumbling blocks, our struggles. And I really value the fact that we can do this magic. It is a beautiful thing. People have talked to me before about when I do my lives. They're like, well, how many people do you have on your lives? I'm thinking, 10 or 15. And they're, oh, you don't have like 60 or 70 or 100. No, I don't. Oh, you haven't got very big numbers then. Your audience isn't a very big audience. I'm like, my audience is the most precious. Not my audience, they're my people. The most precious, deeply connected group of people that come together in trust and authenticity, and we sit together in this circle, and new people can step into this circle and immediately feel welcomed. I've had feedback on all of you guys. I've had feedback with how welcome someone felt, how safe they felt, not just from my work, but from all of you, being encouraging, hearing them, saying hello, welcoming them in, making them feel part of something when they've literally stepped in and gone, whoa, I'm not quite sure what's going on here. That's down to you all. That's down to you all creating this sense of community and sharing yourselves, whether you're here for 10 minutes or whether you're here for the full, sometimes hour and a half. We do go on. And that, again, I've had people say to me, you can't do that. You can't do a live for an hour and a half. You can't hold people's attention for that long. You can't do that. That's wrong. Like, well, we do it. And no one's got a gun held to their head. And no one's complaining. No one's coming back later going, oh, you don't have to go on a bit. I wish you'd just crack on with the readings because really we don't want to hear what you've got to say. No one is saying this. We are doing something quite amazing here, you guys. We are doing something very special. And we create a very, very safe container within which we can all share our truth. And I thank you for that so much. Thank you for letting me bring this space forward. And thank you for joining me in it and trusting me in it. It's very, very special. I'll nip back to the comments. Hello. So, there you go, Cass. One comment and you get all of that out of it. Claire said she wants a card. Okay. Yeah, sorry, I moved the area and I kind of killed it a little bit. I have to apologise. It went a little bit breaky. Hello, Becky. Becky wants a card. Okay, let me put you on the list. Rachel's here. Lindsay's here. I would approach people to show my art. Fantastic. Okay, tell me one place you're going to go tomorrow to show your art. Galleries, fairs, that kind of thing. Fantastic. Name a place, or a location, a space. This gallery, this coffee shop, this restaurant, this space. Name the space. Put it in the comments. Freya, I feel big changes. Fantastic. You are going through it, and today is beautiful for you. So I give you a lot of new moon energy, Freya, that you can see clearly exactly where you're moving forward. Charlie said, love a bag of spanners, holding space for you. Bless you. Thank you. Freya said, "'Tis precious. I clicked on everything and there you were." Oh, perfect timing. It is always perfect timing. You know, we always come together in perfect timing. It's exactly right for whoever's here, and that's fantastic. Down straight with you, live for an hour and a half. Yeah, Charlie, you and me both. Becky, very special and amazing. That's this space. It is. It's very special. And Dawn said, just sent you a voice note asking if you were going to go live. And if you were to wait about an hour until I got back to Tracy's. Yeah, sorry about that. No, I'm already here. So you can always watch on catch up. Okay, Claire, the gallery in Porthleven. Fantastic. So which pictures are you going to show? I'm going to be poking you all the way through this live. What pictures? 5 best pictures can you take to the gallery in Porthleven? Dawn, you want a card and you'll catch up when you get back? Yes, of course, I will pull for you. And I will get someone, as I'm pulling, to put the time in the comments, if that's of any help whatsoever, to let you know when your card's going to be pulled. There you go. We've got through the comments. Fantastic. Okay, we'll start with Freya. You okay, hun? Oh, you found this trifle spongy biscuits.
Oh, God.
And there's biscuits there if you want to take them as well. Port real biscuits.
Ooh.
So you can sustain yourself fully while I'm doing girly things. Right. Freya, here we are. Let's see what we got going on. Boundaries. The boundaries card for you, Freya. Let's see what's coming through for you. Oh, okay. Building a whole new sense of self. Building a whole new... Yeah, it literally is... That's interesting. The shape is a church. I'm seeing the shape of a church, so I don't know whether you're going to be working within a building that was once a church, or whether this is to do with, hold on, check it in. You building new boundaries, building a new sense of self. The sense of self is that of a church, so it's your soul, it's your faith, it's your deep, it's your deep longing, and it's very much a meditative space as well. A safe space where you can meditate and honor and be held together. The concept of a church, it could be twofold. Okay, you could be finding yourself spending physical time, in a building that was once a church, or the church is symbolic of a spiritual community, a spiritual space that you are developing for yourself. Does that make sense? It feels that boundaries, you building, creating a new sense of self with the symbol of a church being very important to you. I'll leave that with you. Come back to me if that makes any sense, or if you want me to go any further with that. Boundaries, and I'm putting church next to it. Interesting. Becky's saying hi to Ali. I'm not sure who. Oh, that A-L-I for Alistair. That confused me. I thought, Ali G, is she here? I can't see. That's nice of you to say hello to him. You're a sweetheart. Okay, and by the way, as always, if any of the others of you hear anything through the readings that resemble you, that you can relate to, that makes sense to you and to your soul, then please feel free to take that message and have it for yourself. Started painting again yesterday, a possible new studio, but no money. Okay, well, that's fine. Either the money for the studio will come, or you won't need the money, Freya. It's absolutely fine. If that studio space is yours, then it will pull forward for you. Yeah, absolutely. Is there a studio space local to you where there's an arts community based within an old church building? Because that's feeling very strong. Seeing stained glass windows, eaves, the brickwork, It's lush, really, really nice space. Okay, Daisy, you're here. Daisy, the decision card. Okay, it's time for you to make a commitment, my darling. It is time for you to commit to your path. No more hedging your bets. No more saying, I'd like to, but I don't think I can. And I one day I will, but not right now. I want you to make a commitment, and it has to be a small, manageable commitment, and there is a number attached to it. So whether it is a price, a time, or a date, I can't quite get clear. The number 10 is being shown to me at the moment, but it's about making a commitment. I do this. I do this for this much time. I do this for this much money. I do this on this date. It's an action, an activity. Feels like it's around your readings and your spiritual behaviors. It's around being seen and known for what you do, owning it, declaring it, showing up in it. And there's a number around it. So again, give me the feedback. Let me know how that sits with you. Because to me, it's something like, I am going to do readings and I'm going to charge £10. Or I am going to do 10-minute readings for people. Or I'm going to do 10 readings this week. It's something solid like that. You see, you make that decision. I am going to do 10 readings at £10 for the next 10 days. Boom, boom, boom. And then it's done. And you've achieved what you said you'd do. Tick. New decision. But because today is a new moon. Today is a day to do new things. So does that fit with anyone else here? Although I pulled this for Daisy. Yeah? Okay, brilliant, Daisy. But can anyone else take this? Can you make a strong decision? I am going to do this thing this many times at this price for this many people to help me move myself forward. Write X amount of poems, or draw X amount of drawings, or talk to X amount of new people. Something tangible. I'm going to throw away X amount of old bits of rubbish from my house and make some space. It doesn't matter what it is, but this is tangible, numerical, and I like this number 10. This number 10 is feeling very powerful for me. It's a manageable number. We can do 10 of these things over 10 days. Let me know how that feels. I like this a lot. It's feeling good. Decision and 10. Okay. Freya said it's an old building with a good feeling. I like this. Daisy said, I've been thinking about this the past few days, how I need to make decisions about what I'm doing now. Okay, so just one decision for now, which is why we're using this number thing. One decision in a box. Then you can make another decision. Then you can make another decision, rather than having to make all of the decisions and deal with all of the problems. And this is something I'm seeing with people a lot in the real world. I have all the things to do. There is a long list. There is such a long list of things that I want to do that are ahead of me that it can become so overwhelming you don't get anything done. Or I'd like to, but I don't feel wholly confident in completing that. What's the small version? What's the bite-sized version? You know, I'd like to try this new meal, but I don't know if I'm going to enjoy it, so I don't want to buy it. Can you have a taste? The taster. Make decisions to have a taster of what you think you might like. And then make a decision to try it again. And then make a decision to eat the whole meal. Then make a decision to buy the ingredients to cook it yourself. Then make the decision to cook it and share it with others. You see how this slowly starts to grow. You don't have to go from, I've heard of this new recipe ingredient, I'm going to be a cordon bleu chef. We don't have to leap that far. I've just heard of okra. I'm going to open an okra restaurant. Maybe we just have a taste of okra. Maybe we try it a few times, cooked in different ways. I don't even know what the hell an okra is, but it just popped into my head. Daisy, do you know what okra is? Then I'm going to put okra into a recipe, and I'm going to try it in lots of different recipes. Then I'm going to decide which one I really like. That, yeah, as I've just said. And then before you know it, you're the bloody okra queen. okra, you're the okra queen, and you're doing street food featuring curried okra, and it's the thing, and everyone thinks you're amazing because you're the okra queen. Anyway, you see how this works, people. That's more doable, one decision at a time. Yes, it is. So would you like to share with us one bite-sized decision? And I like to put the number 10 in it somewhere. So you're going to do it for 10 minutes, 10 hours, 10 days, 10 times, for 10 people. Okay. Holding you to account. We've got witnesses. People are watching. Charlie, are you here? Let's do yours now, my darling. Attention. Oh, Charlie, your brain's all over the place. Oh, my word, you're only doing 20,000 things right now. I'm being encouraged to ask you to pull in, pull in, pull in. Oh, my life, it's everywhere. Oh, straggly, straggly, straggly. I've got scrambled egg and noodles, and it's just rah. So I want it to come in, and I want you to find a simple, single focus point. Bring it down to the heart. It's got to be something you love. And spend a certain amount of time, I'm loath to say 10 again, but a certain amount of time every day, bringing your focus to that point within the heart. Because, and then what you're asking for will come through. I'm translating the laughter and the clapping. I'm getting that we may slightly have hit nails on heads here. There's a book coming through you, and you've been doing lots of work on it, but I want you to get some real clarity space and focusing on, I don't know, a flower, a candle, the baby's picture, or something beautiful that you can fill your heart and feel your heart swell and sit in that space 10, 15, 20 minutes. And then know that the book you're looking to write will just fall out of you. Sounds a little bit rude, but yes. Pull back. Yeah. One thing at a time. Yeah, you see, you've both got sort of a similar message. And it's the perfect day to make this decision, this commitment, and hold this energy, isn't it? Let me write this down. Attention, and I'm going to put focus next to it. We can make this decision today under this new moon and hold it as the most important thing for the next cycle. It's only a 4-week cycle, guys. You know, if you can hold this intention, and it will lift and lift and lift you to the full moon, and then it will hold you as you come back down to the next new moon. So enjoy, and thank you for joining me, Charlie. I really appreciate it. It's lovely to have you here. Back at you. Hannah. My happy Hannah. Lovely to share space with you, Charlie. Thank you, darling. Hannah, openness. Openness. You get this so often. Is there a house move or a holiday on the horizon? Because I feel a new vista, a new view. I very often get views with you. It's interesting. As soon as I start to read for you, it's like I'm standing just at the front of a house and I'm looking out across the sea, across fields. I'm always looking out to far away. And I wonder if a lot of your energy is sent far away. Are you longing for somewhere far away? Are you longing and hoping and yearning for something which is far off in a geographical sense? Because I really get this sense of reaching out so far. And I know what the answer is. It just swirls around you always, this energy. So I'm wondering if you need to move house, if you need a holiday, if you need to be in another space so that you can fulfill this need and this longing that you have within you. I'd love to know how that strikes with you. It's a lovely, it's not a bad feeling. It isn't a bad sensation at all. It's not that there's a problem. It's just this overwhelming sense of reaching out, longing for something further away, just out of grasp. And there's always a really large flat vista that I see when I read for you. So make of that what you will, my darling. Make of that what you will. Okay, Kaz, let's see where we are. How are we doing, everybody? Are we still here? You're doing very well. We've been here for 30 minutes. Okay, we're doing good. You're doing good work, people. Okay, Kaz. Let me know how that's up for you, Hannah. Okay. Kaz, you get the yes card. Oh, at last. Things are falling into place. Things are going to change and shift. Permission, acceptance, agreement, surrender. The card is for you, but also for your son. It's bringing some peace to his soul. That inner battle is starting to subside. There is starting to be a glimmer of understanding, gratitude, of appreciation. There is, yes, thank you, Becky. If you want one, you have got your name down. I've got you here. It's okay. So I feel he's coming around slowly. He may not show it. He may still physically and externally act in the same way, I'm sorry to say. But I do feel that inside a shift is happening. I'd like to use the power of this new moon to help him energetically to focus on bringing in more joy, more appreciation, more personal power. Doesn't need to overpower others to feel his own power. Doesn't need to show anger and rage in order to feel strong. Doesn't need to fear vulnerability and struggle. It doesn't need to be scared of not having it all sorted. He can sit in permission, acceptance, agreement, and surrender and be very, very powerful. Things are changing. Something is shifting within. Hold the faith. Hold the belief. Know it's coming. And good luck. Okay, Claire. Let's see what we've got for Claire. We have the prayer card, Claire. What is the prayer card? It's knowing what you want and asking for it. It's your soul's longing taking you forward. When you have your vision, when you make a decision to go forward, you set your intention. You ask for the cooperation of other people around you to bring you forward, and the prayer is the culmination within your soul that all will be answered. This isn't just about your artwork. This is about your family and health and relationships and finances. I'll look at your comment in a minute, Hannah. Oh my word. Okay. So Claire, the prayer card asks you to be very clear on your vision. You might need to get pen and paper out. What do you want? What do you want? Look at the coaching wheel. If you want me to send you some information, I can do that. 8 segments, name the segments, all the parts of your life, the relationships, work, finances, fun, health, education, spirit, all these different areas, work, whatever, label them all. Look at how satisfied you are with them right now, but also look at what you want in each one. So set an intention and a goal for each one. How do you want it to be different with it right to the way it is right now? And that isn't saying anything's wrong with them. It doesn't mean that they need fixing. But if you have a desire, if you want your relationships to be more intense, if you want your finances to be more fluid, if you want your creativity to be more joyful, if you want your work life to be more stimulating, we all want something from where we are. Even if it's great and we're happy with where we are, things are shifting. So I want you to really use the concept of the prayer card, and you've got your own deck, to help you focus, and then choose maybe a key word for each of the segments, and then choose an intention, a vision and intention, etc., etc., etc. Okay, I'll send something through to you, Claire. Brilliant. So let me just put the wheel. I'll send that through on Messenger later, okay? Let me have a quick look at these comments. Hannah, oh, there is a slight problem. I seem to be losing my home in the near future, so I'm selling out my stuff and looking for a solution. Seems to be a tiny house, trailer, camper kind of solution, so you hit the nail on the head. I do that, don't I? I'd like to know more about what you want from your future, Hannah. So rather than this is happening to me and I have to find a solution, which is you on the back foot, and I'm not being critical, I'm just saying the languaging, this is happening to me, I have to respond. I'd love you to go, okay, this is an opportunity I'm stepping into, and I would love to create this future. Same physical sensations, different viewpoint. So you have an opportunity to move home. You have an opportunity to get rid of lots of stuff. You have an opportunity to change the way you want to live, and you are choosing this. You want to live where, you want to feel how, you want to bring in what, let go what, get some clarity. I would urge you, so I won't be bossy, but urge you to get some clarity around these and empower yourself to control the movement, not the outcomes. We don't control outcomes, but we can control the movement and how we feel about every step of the journey. Okay, so if you can get any ideas from what I've just said there, I'd love to see them in the comments. Excuse me, little bird. Okay, Kes. Sounds good. I manifested a beautiful Thai princess statue today as well. I love, and I've connected with her for ages, and now the universe found a way for her to come home with me. Oh, that's beautiful. I'll send you a photo. It feels like a shift in energy. Oh, well done, Kaz. Blessings from your princess. Okay, I got Claire's comment. Good. So, that was yes, that was just, that was Claire's prayer card and the wheel. Got that there. Becky. Becky, Becky, Becky. Becky, you get the card Heart Essence. Zero money, so choice now. Okay, Becky, bear with me a minute. Hannah, choice is not reliant on money. You may not have the money, therefore the physical means to make it happen. You still have a choice about what you want. I'm not saying that by saying you want means you will get. I'm saying that if you say what you want, you've got more chance of going towards it than if you don't. So you may not have money now. It's another conversation we can have. How can you bring some in? How would you choose to bring some money in? What would you like to do? All of these things are choices moving forward. What do you enjoy? So regardless of what you can or can't afford, I'm not saying I want to live in a mansion. How do you want to feel as you move forward? Where would you like to be? There is always choice, and you have skills and talents, and you have elements of time. And I'm not saying you have all the skills and all the talents and all the time. I'm not saying you have what you have. You are what you are, and it's a beautiful, wonderful thing. You have something to offer always, or you wouldn't be here. So choose what you want to get out of it. If you don't get your choice, you'll damn well get nearer to it than if you didn't choose at all. Don't avoid choosing because you can't always know how you're going to achieve it. Top tip for everybody. Make choices, you will move towards them. I promise, promise, promise. Okay. Who am I pulling for now? Becky. Heart essence. This is an element of forgiveness, of letting go, of honouring the self, of knowing what means the most to your heart. Trying to step away from being distracted. Trying to fight the urge to chase after the next shiny objects. Mwah, love you, Hannah. Trying to feel into the heart, into the depths of who you are, so that you are honouring yourself and those around you with every step. I feel that you're not taking yourself as seriously as you could. There seems to be, and it's a lovely lightness. There's a real lightness around you, and that's fine. But part of me is going, oh, actually, you know, if you could just, okay, the phrase respect yourself more comes up, and that sounds really judgy. And I don't think that's what I mean. It's about really honouring you and making the best choices according to that honouring, so that you can feel really good about yourself all the time. Because I get the feeling there's a bit of a pendulum thing going on here. It passes through the heart. I feel great. I feel crap. I feel great. I feel crap. And when you feel great, you may throw caution to the winds and do all the things that are fun and then regret it, swing down, feel a little bit crap. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I was a crap friend. Or, oh, I've said something I shouldn't have said and I regret it. So you'll have to do the work to put everything right and then come back and then throw caution to the winds again. And I'm feeling a real pendulum swing. And again, none of this says I don't know what the reality is. And there's no sense of judgment. It's about honouring yourself so that you are always proud of everything you do. Because that's when you feel the best, when you literally look yourself in the mirror and go, I'm so proud of you. You've done so well. That's your best bit. But you don't always get to feel that way. So we started this broadcast by talking about how are we taking care of ourselves? How are we using our self-talk? And where could we improve? And this really seems to highlight this for me. It's almost like I'm having a great day. I'm going to throw caution to the winds. I'm going to go out and get blind drunk and have a great time because I can. This is just a metaphor. And then you have a hangover the next day, you go and have a drink again. Oh, what did I do? And then the texts come in and tell you exactly what you said and who to. And you're like, oh, holy cow. So you vow never to drink again. Stupid thing to say. And then the next weekend you feel so proud of yourself because you've been so good all week. And you've really done some horrible things you didn't want to do, like paying all your bills and cleaning in your house and being really responsible and grown up, that you throw caution to the winds again on Friday and go out and get drunk again. It feels like that kind of circle. And it's so frustrating. And it's exhausting. So that was metaphor. By the way, I'm not calling you out in your life. I don't even know how you live your life. But it's a real metaphor for how we just go, poof, oh, bugger, I'll tidy up all the mess again. Poof, oh, bugger, I'll tidy up all the mess again. So use the new moon energy to set a new intention. You can have fun, of course, enjoy and celebrate, but honor. Can I gift you that as a word, as like a, or you know, that word of the year thing? Can I gift you the word honoring, Becky? Honoring. So with every decision, does this honor me? When I'm spending time with this person, does it honor me? When I'm doing this task, does it honor me? When I make this choice to eat or drink or take this, does this honor me? If I say yes or no, am I honoring myself? Or am I just pushing myself over to let you get everything you want? You know, how are you honouring. So I really want to give you that word, and I'm going to just quickly write it in the comments if I may. Honouring. So Becky got Heart Essence and honouring. And then I'll do one for Dawn, who I know isn't here, but we'll be coming back later. Anyone got any questions, anything they need to ask me or tell me as we're coming towards the close? Thank you very much for joining. Let me do Dawn's card. Any feedback on anything you've heard, anything you'd like to check in with, anything you want to argue with me about, because you are allowed to if you want to. Dawn, repair card. Healing. Healing an internal wound, sense of self, fear, mistrust. Taking care of a wound, putting salve on the wound, putting salve. Okay, I've got it now. I've got like a cut and a bruise, and I'm putting a salve, it's a lotion and ointment into the bruise. So it's metaphor. Taking care of the bruised part of you. It's the last little bit. Okay, what they're showing me here is it's as if you've been through a car crash, and they show me a picture of your body completely. I get the loveliest images. A picture of your body completely battered and bruised, and then they show me the fast forward, and you're left with literally, I've got it here on the side of my arm as well, which is interesting because that's a defense point. So it's like the bruising to the face, how you are seen, is cleared. The bruising to the body, how you feel, is cleared. The bruising to the back and the legs, how you are supported in life, is cleared. The last wound to heal is here, and it's in the defense position. And the reason why, like, that hurts every time I do it, I really should stop. Every time you face the same energy, you defend yourself in the same way. Okay, we're talking energetics. So whatever created the original damage, the original pain, you've learned to look at it another way and be seen differently. You've learned to feel about it differently around the heart. You've learned to trust into being supported differently. But when you are triggered, you respond and you defend in the same way. So this has been reopened. This wound I'm seeing here is opened again and again and again and again. It's the last bit. Now it's nearly closed, and you're putting a salve on it. So you're giving it a lot of love and attention. And you know that you need to find a new way to react when that button is pushed. And it could be taking a step back. It could be moving out of the way. It could be being willing to stare down and speak your truth, but not need to defend yourself anymore. Then that bruise will heal, and you will be completely and utterly repaired. I like that one. Okay. There we have it then. Everybody, thank you so much for joining me this evening. That was a joy and a pleasure. If you're watching on catch up, thank you very much for spending the time with us. I really should say this at the beginning, shouldn't I? But I can't whiz back to the beginning and say it now. Please like and share. If you want to say a few words about your reading as you share it, that would be fantastic. If you'd like to share this and... Oh, Rachel, I like that. Defense is the first act of war. Yes, it was. Oh, I kept whacking myself on my wrist as I was doing that little demonstration there, which is a silly thing to do. Empath, do not hurt yourself when you're trying to teach a lesson to your people. Thank you for joining me. As always, if you'd like a one-to-one reading, please just reach out. I am available. If you'd like to buy your own deck of cards, let me know. I can give you the link to purchase them from my website. Also, what else do I need to tell you? Not entirely sure, but thank you. Again, I'd love you to share the live if you want to say a few words about your own reading or your own experience. If you would like to leave me a comment on my page or here on my profile that I could just copy and paste, or a review on my Hidden Pathways page, that would all be great as well. It's really good to be able to collect people's feedback and show it to other people who've never worked with me before. And it is, as you can imagine, quite difficult to explain what I do. Thank you for turning up. Thank you for playing. Thank you for trusting me with your space. And thank you for being wonderful to each other. Much love and light. Happy new moon. Keep in touch. Take care. Lots of love. And I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.